AI is everywhere. Should AI be in your Google Ads search campaign? That's the question for today. Hey, this is Mark Kelly with Google Ads Insider. It's May 2026. Just so you know whether this content is current or not, I'm going to take a look at something that I noticed today in the Google Ads search campaign setup as it relates to AI Max, and I'm going to give you my take on it. First of all, I want to give some credit to Anthony Hingman on X, who called out this morning that he saw the AI Max pre-opted into during a campaign build. So that led to some curiosity on my part, and I said, let's take a look and see if it's opted into when I create a new campaign. And I say that because lots of times Google experiments with different things, and they may have a entirely different interface or a change to the interface that they're showing to different people to sort of A/B test the responses and see what the adoption rates are and things like that. I don't know whether it has to do with how often you use the Google Ads interface, how you use it, but I know that different people see different things. I mention that because when I go to take a look, while I'm not pre-opted into Optimize Your Campaign with AI Max, and I'll get into the advantages and disadvantages of that in a moment, but I'm not pre-opted in. But what I did notice is that it's an entirely different step now in my search campaign build. Typically, it would be available up here in the campaign settings. It's not here. Even under more settings, not here. So I'm like, where did it go? So I hit next, and it took me to a separate step now, which I guess is Google's way of encouraging you to stop and think about setting AI Max. So props to Anthony Hingman for his very colorful M. Blanker AI Max settings are pre-opted into now in new campaigns creation. Get the blank out of here, you blanking scumbags. Anthony is not a fan sometimes of Google, what they do inside of Google Ads. So follow Anthony on X if you get a chance. So let's take a look. So you now have this opportunity, at least in my settings, at least for me, at least at this time, AI Max is an entirely separate step here. And what happens when you turn on AI Max? A number of things can happen. First of all, they are going to Google, when I say they, I mean Google, is going to expand the amount of search terms used to show your ad to people. It will blow it up. My experience is it will blow it up. The biggest joke that I've had with, I can only call it a joke, with AI Max so far is when we were working with a kitchen and bath remodeling company in the Washington, D.C. area. Turned AI Max on. It's just an experiment, had just come out. I wanted to see how it would work. Our ad for kitchen and bath remodeling was showing for piano tuner near me. Now, if you have a piano and you want it tuned, you may very well own a home. That home may have a kitchen, but there's nothing about piano tuner near me that indicates that you would ever possibly want to have a kitchen remodel. They're looking for $30,000 kitchen remodels. You're looking for a piano tuner. So that was typical of the type of results that we see. Now, Google will tell you some things like advertisers that activate AI Max in search campaigns will typically see 14% more conversions in Google Ads. My response to that is, so what? First of all, most people don't measure their conversions. Second of all, when they do measure them, they measure them incorrectly. So measuring incorrect data incorrectly and getting a 14% more conversions doesn't help you get more business. The other thing that I'll note is Google has no idea about the quality of those conversions. Because if you know Mark Kelly and you know Google Ads Insider, you know conversions ain't leads. Conversions are simply something you've set up inside of Google Ads and say, when this thing happens, fire off this code, push it into Google Ads as a conversion. It's not a lead necessarily. Even if it's a form fill, even if it's a call, doesn't mean it's a lead. Could be someone calling your kitchen remodeling company for piano tuning. So the important thing to note is watch out when you're creating new Google Ads search campaigns for this setting, which is where you are pre-opted in across the board to AI Max. And AI Max wants to do a lot of things. First of all, it wants to optimize your campaign, meaning add new keywords. It wants to create new text customization. It wants to pick new URLs on your website that it can target. And it does all of this automatically. It sounds great. I have not had any experience or know anyone who has any experience that actually knows what they're doing that says this is a great thing to do. So this is Mark with Google Ads Insider. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, get there fast. Go to googleadsinsider.com, sign up for my newsletter. I'll send you stuff all the time that is useful and relevant. No junk, only occasional sales pitches. And like and subscribe here on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. If you have any questions anytime, ever about anything Google Ads related for your lead gen, you own a company, you're trying to get leads, you're an agency, you're trying to run ads for your clients, drop your questions. Reach out to me anytime. I'm on X. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I'm here on YouTube, or sign up for googleadsinsider.com for the newsletter. Thanks, man. Have a fantastic day.